Hi, you're face to face with Shell. I hope we're doing okay out there and I hope you're managing to stay safe and well. I hope that you're enjoying this series. I hope it's helping you if you're in the house. I hope it's also helping you if you're one of those people who are not able to stay in the house and you're one of our frontline workers. Thank you so much for what you're doing for us. It is so appreciated. As I said, I hope you're enjoying this series and I hope it's helping to lighten and brighten your days. I hope also that it is showing burn survivors or anyone who's been through any sort of trauma that there is life after it. It might not feel like it if you are at the start of your burn journey or not as far ahead as what I am into my burn journey. I mean, I'm nearly 36 years. But I hope it gives you, it shows you that there is light at the end of the tunnel and that a full life, it can certainly be led, albeit it might be a bit different, but it certainly, it can be done. So let's get on to the next story of Castle Chaos. And if you've been following the videos, you'll have seen why Chris and I called it Castle Chaos. We done a thing called Workaway on our backpacking travels, and I'll put a link in the description to this video and also to my website where you can find out more about Workaway and you can see some photographs from our travels on the website. So head over there and it may give you something else to do during these times. So, Castle Chaos. It was coming up to Chrissy's birthday and we had asked the hosts, would it be okay if we took an extra day off and would make the time up when we returned and we could go away for the weekend to celebrate his birthday. And that wasn't a problem. They were absolutely fine with that. So in discussion about our weekend away, the other workaways were like, well, could we do something maybe on the Saturday going into the Sunday? And the hosts were like, yeah, not a problem. How about we go away for the night? There was lots of tents about. How about we go away to the beach for the night? And the other workaways were quite excited about this and they thought, great, this will be brilliant. Now, Chris and I know how Castle Chaos worked. So the night before we were due to leave, Chris said, okay, I am going to be as organised as I can and I'm going to look out all the tents, make sure all the gear's there, make sure that the tents are suitable for everyone. Now, although we weren't going, but Chris said, no, I am going to make sure that we can be as organised as possible because Chris and I had a bus booked to go to a nearby town to get away for his weekend, for his birthday weekend, sorry. So the night before, Chris was getting everything organised and making sure that, the tents were fit for everyone. And a couple of the workaways were helping him. And we were telling him why we were doing what we were doing. And I was making sure that everyone else was getting packed and prepared so that we would be as organised as possible. So the next day came and we were all getting ready to leave and all the workaways were all prepared, all organised, and we were sitting in the famous red van waiting to go. But of course, the two hosts were nowhere to be seen. So Chris goes back into the castle and he tries and rounds them up, and the male host was looking for a fold-up chair. And Chris told him, it's fine, I know exactly where it is, it's in the carport. If both you, the two hosts, want to head out to the van, I'll make sure everything's closed up and you can get the seat. So as Chris starts to lock everything up, that's fine. And we're out in the van. So the female host is in the van, but the male host is nowhere to be seen. Now, we were starting to get a bit anxious by this time because we had a bus to catch. Now, we were in very rural France, so the buses, it wasn't like we were in a big city. The buses didn't run, every half hour. We had to get this bus. And we'd also booked a non-refundable 2-night stay in a hotel. So we were starting to get a wee bit anxious. I mean, you're on a backpacker's budget and every penny counts. So Chris gets out the van, goes looking for the male host, and there he is. He had opened up the whole castle again, wandering about, looking for the chair. Chris had already told him where it was. So he herds him out of the castle. Bear in mind, this is his castle, but he just wandered about, So Chris locks the castle up again, hands the host the seat he'd been looking for, and we're like, right, awesome, let's get on the road. So the van gets out the drive and we get onto the country roads. And we were only on the road a matter of minutes and the van starts to chug, chug, chug and slow down and stop. Okay, we're like, here we go. This happened 3 times. And as I said, we were starting to get anxious, that even the other workaways started to get anxious for us. We managed to crawl on to a main road. Now, France is amazing for hitchhiking. Chris and I did find some problems with it. We actually only managed to successfully do it once, and we couldn't think why, and the host had no idea why we were having no luck, but this was to become apparent why. So as we were sitting in the van, the male host shouts to Chris and I, "Are you going to be ready if she manages to get someone for you?" And we hadn't a clue what was going on, but the female host had jumped out and she was trying to flag someone down to take us to the bus station, which was awesome of her. Now, she was dressed in a really pretty white dress, blonde hair, and she had no problem flagging someone down. And it was an older couple and their dad who she had flagged down. We jump out and then a bit of quite a fast conversation was taking place between the female host and the occupants of the car, and Chris and I are saying, "What's going on? What's wrong?" And she was saying, "Oh no, it's fine, it's okay." And we could catch some parts of what was going on, but we weren't very sure. Anyway, in we get. They were lovely to us. I mean, this woman who was driving, she was absolutely awesome. She was not stopping at roundabouts and, she was going really fast trying to get us to the bus station. Our bus was in the bus station and she drove right up beside the bus, right in front of it so it couldn't move so that we could get on it. Honestly, they were amazing. Got on the bus with honestly seconds to spare. And then we sat on it and we thought, how did that happen? How did we actually manage to get here? We went on and we had a fantastic couple of days, and on returning to the chateau, actually the poor other workaways, they never got to the beach, which was such a shame. They had to return to the castle. They eventually got the van back to the castle, crawled back. It's such a shame because they never got away. But on our return, we asked the hosts what had gone on when we had jumped out the van. And the male host said, "Now I see why you have problems when you're trying to hitchhike." We were dressed in our rock gear, so all black, and our rock t-shirts. And there had been the host with her pretty white dress on. She says, so when we jumped out the van, the occupants of the car were like, no, we're not taking them. No, wait, not taking them. And she had to explain, look, they're okay. they're staying with us, they've worked with us for quite a while. They're absolutely fine, and it took a little bit of persuading them to take us. So we found that quite funny once we had learned of why we were having problems hitchhiking. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Another little story from Castle Chaos. It honestly was so much fun. We met so many awesome people. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to my new subscribers. A huge shout out to them, and a shout out to those of you who have already subscribed. It really, really means a lot. It mean a lot if you could give me a like and a share. I'm trying to get this message out to as much people as possible that you can have fun after a trauma. There is life after burns, and there is an amazing life with scars. You can do it. Again, thank you to our key workers, those on the front line, and thank you to everyone who's staying at home, and hopefully we will get through this, and hopefully it will be sooner rather than later. As I said, don't forget I do have a website, and I'll put a link in the description to this video to that. So head over there and you can have a browse about and see some of the photographs. Stay strong, stay safe, and we'll chat soon. Bye.